Oh, he's red now. That means he's angered.
Yes.
He's much angered now.
Yeah. He's like Caterpillar from Super Mario World when you knock his flower off.
Oh yeah, the Wiggler.
Wiggler, thank you. I always forget his name.
Or as I heard. So apparently the Nintendo Twitter posted a thing that was like they posted about Wiggler, but they accidentally posted Wigger instead of Wiggler.
Ooh, whoops.
So it was like
one letter makes a big difference.
Wario versus the Wigger. It's like okay. And then they tweeted and they were like, very sorry, Mario made a mistake.
Yeah, very like, sorry, and then they paint in like a backwards baseball cap on the fucking baggy pants.
It's my fault. I'm sorry.
Oh man, I haven't heard the term Wigger in so long.
Yeah, that is a classic 90s term.
Yeah.
That was like popularized with Limp Bizkit.
Yes.
Limp Bizkit, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Did I say it right that time?
You know what? It's funny listening to Limp Bizkit songs now that they're not really popular anymore, because like
they're horrible.
Well, when things are popular, you just sort of like take them for granted. You're like, well, people love this, so it is what it is.
Yeah.
But then you listen to Fred Durst's voice now, and this is every Fred Durst song.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow, what a good singer.
Yeah.
Really talented.
It's talent. Pure talent.
Do you need that?
Did you ever see, oh, that was the thing I dropped.
Oh, I see.
Did you ever see, Pauly Shore is Dead?
No.
There's a bit about Fred Durst in
and
that.
The world wept.
Because at the beginning of the movie when Pauly Shore's all popular and shit, he's like, apparently like Fred Durst comes up to him with like his demo tape. Like this is before he was popular. And he's like, oh, can you listen to my demo tape? And then Pauly Shore just like grabs it and throws it in the street and it gets like run over by a car. And he's like, what the fuck, man? Fuck you, Pauly Shore.
Did this really happen?
And, no.
Oh, okay.
But then later in the movie, like, when Pauly Shore is like at his lowest point and he's super washed up, Fred Durst is on TV and he's on Carson Daly or whatever. And Carson Daly's like, so, before we go, is there anything you want to say? And Fred Durst is like, yeah, fuck Pauly Shore!
What the fuck would they even talk about?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah!
Yeah! What? Hands up, hands down!
I'm just whizzing the jaws.
Oh my god.
And the fucking convenience store guy's like, no whizzing on the jaws!
That movie is actually kind of funny.
Biodome or Pauly Shore is Dead?
No, Pauly Shore is Dead.
Okay, sorry. I can quote Biodome. Does that impress you?
Is it?
Does that make you moist?
Yeah. Well, how about Encino Man?
Yeah, Encino Man I watched even more, but I can't remember anything from it.
Oh,
I liked it though.
Not a memorable film.
Yeah.
Brendan Fraser's, I think, first movie. What? Did I just, like, throw shit on the ground?
Yeah.
Like
it was burger time, you just chucked a bunch of pepper.
Yeah, you're just like, oh man, that Burger King was great. Oh, there's no trash can around here.
Would you like this lightly salted?
I'll just toss it here, I don't care.
Oh, hey, next time on Game Grumps, huh?
Oh, next time on Game Grumps.
Yeah!
Back up, back up!
I did it all for the nookie.
Did you?
So you can take that cookie and stick it up your yeah.
I remember I had a horribly heated conversation with an old friend of mine who was like, he was like, no, he says stick it in your ass, and I'm like, no, he says yeah, like that's the lyric.
Right.
He says stick it in your yeah.
Meanwhile, you had only heard like the censored radio edit. Is that what it was?
No,
what
no,
are you throwing that shit for?
Because it's fucking like evil. It's evil killing salt. Check
okay.
it out.
Oh, it's pretty good.
But then later, I was like,
evil killing.
She was like, stick it in your yeah, and I was like, yeah, that's totally what he says. That's right. I'm glad
Watch
that
your health.
Well,
oh dear. Oh.
And then she was like, no, we had this conversation and it was, you said stick it in your ass and I said stick it in your yeah, and I was like, that's not the conversation we had. That's not, never, that's not what happened. I was like so mad. I was like red with rage. Because I knew I was right. I was like, how dare you?
You're no longer friends.
Next time I Game
You should have saved, huh? Yeah! Should have saved!
Back up! Back up! Make sure to back up your game now!